Seeing me on this stage yet? Aw, thanks. So many of you guys know recently I got married, so that's pretty exciting. And I don't know if you know this or not, but when you're in a marriage relationship and you're traveling together, it's required, I think by law, that the man sits where? In the driver's seat, right? And then you chauffeur the lady. You treat her like a lady, you know. So this is kind of the culture of our relationship, and as that happens, you know, sometimes I want to take that a step further, and I want to look at my bride in her eyes, and I want to say, I just love you. But unfortunately, when I do that and I turn to the right and my hands are on the steering wheel, sometimes you guys know what happens, right? And so in this moment that I'm trying to tell my wife I love her, all of a sudden the car starts to veer off, and as I'm saying the words, she goes, Ezra, get back on the road! And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was trying to have a moment there, and it just veered right off. Has anyone else ever experienced that before? Or you're looking at a billboard, you're like, oh, Chick-fil-A. Whoa, gotta get back on the road. Well, the first thing that we want to share with you guys about the genetic makeup of momentum is that, and it seems pretty obvious, but it's so important. Jesus is our motivation. In Hebrews 12, verse 2, it says, let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us. And then it says, fixing our eyes on Jesus. And it kind of reminds me of that situation in the car. See, the road sometimes, it doesn't always go straight, right? It veers to the right or it might veer to the left. And if your eyes aren't fixed on that road, then you're going to run right off of it. You know, if you're trying to do something that you might have a good intention to do, you know, like telling your wife that you love her, but you're veering off the road and you're going to crash and burn. Well, that's what momentum is made of. See, our eyes are fixed on Jesus. Everything that we do is so that we can have more of Jesus here, so that we can know Jesus more. Now, how do we do that? Well, first off, John 1 verse 1 says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. So we believe here at Momentum that the Bible, the Scripture, is Jesus. It is God. There is no deviation from the words that are in this book and who Jesus is. So everything that we do is based out of Scripture. We do it, even if we sing crazy Freddie Mercury songs, we do it because we love Jesus, and we do it for Jesus, and He is the motivation. He is the reason behind what we do. And the second way that we know who Jesus is and we know how to keep our eyes fixed on Him is with a personal relationship with Jesus. And if you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus tonight, first off, we accept you, we embrace you, you're welcome here. Second off, we want to give you an opportunity to do that towards the end of the service here. But that is who we are. We have a motivation. Everything that we do is motivated by Jesus. It is for Jesus. It is to Him. If you ever wonder, why did Momentum do this? Well, the motivation was Jesus. Jesus is the why behind everything that we are. And man, I want to challenge you to let that be your life. Jesus is not just your number one priority. He is your motivation for everything you do, what I do with my finances, where I work, who I have a relationship with. My motivation is Jesus. And so we challenge you to be a part of that. We invite you to be a part of that. That is what Momentum is, and that is the first mom gene that we'd like to share with you. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah.